I've struggled with that mentality of independence where you feel like I can do this on my own.
Honey, I can live, I can live, because even without you I can live. I can't fail to go and work and survive. I can live and survive without you.
If I wrote you a symphony just to say how much you mean to me, what would you do? If I told you you were beautiful?
Me, I'm going to give you my struggle. Yes. Much as my family, people are getting married, but women were... My aunties will forgive me, but this is the truth. I want to put it in a most polite way in English, but they were strong-hearted, independent women. So, if we get married and we don't go along, I'll go back to my father.
Wow. Yes, you have
so that image almost took my marriage, my first 7 years of marriage, I'm telling you. Because I think if it's not every month, every year I was wanting to leave.
No way.
And it was in me like, no, my mom, I grew up with a single mom. I saw my mom, manage us without a man.
And here
so I can manage without a man. Go your way, I go my way. So that independence is too much. That it influenced my marriage in a negative manner. If Mr. wasn't patient, kind, ready to
work it out,
I would not be married by now.
Oh, let me tell you, that's a very big, it can affect marriage so much. Even me, at some point it did, because it's like me, I can be there by myself. Like, man, I stood when my parents were not there. Even when my grandmother, I can do it. Like, if you are knowing me, I can be there on my own. I can't fail to go to get something to do, and I be on my own. So it really,
I tell you, let me say, Dennis, please, the bulb, please help me with the bulb. And then you're taking your time. I'll go climb and put the bulb by myself. The tap, please, the tap, because they teach us to give our husbands their role, give them chance to do what they're supposed to do. I tell you, once, twice, you're not doing something, I'll do it myself. And then it doesn't come off very well in marriage. Men want their place.
And for me, from there, it is totally different. Me, I would beg because I cannot do it. And my mom told me, you're not coming back here. Because you've never seen me going back to my parents' home.
Your bed is what?
No, but they did not ban it.
No, they just keep on saying that.
But my mom told me marriage is a commitment, carrying a go. So me, I tell you, I'm different from you people. Because me, I would beg my husband. Even right now, I still beg him, say, "Pay that tire, that hurt." And it has helped me because my husband, he has his first place in our home. Everything, even the children know, let's first talk to daddy. Because of my background, because me, I used to see my mom pleading with my dad. Maybe the children, so even me, even if I'm in the position to do it, my background reflects so much that I don't do it. By the way, I don't do things. People, even my husband, he's watching, I don't do things just. So I give him his first space. Sweetie, will you take me? So it is when you're like, no, I will not take you. So background is
very key. We've showed you both the positive and the negative.
Yes.
And I know maybe that would be a video for another time where I don't know any of you if you grew up with a single mom, but girls who have grown up with single moms, but they struggle in marriage. They struggle. If I tell you I've been married for 11 years, just buy me a gift. And because it's been a tug of war. It's been a tug of war. Like in your mind is your mind has very small tolerance.
Yes.
Because you feel like if my mother did, I can. And yet it's not supposed to be like that. Marriage has problems. You have to bear one another. You have to bear your husband.
By the Beatrice, you just said something. Wow. It is so like touching. Can you please navigate more on that point? Our viewers must learn. Something must be taught from this navigation. Beatrice, add something deeper.
Yeah, when you say and you celebrate your anniversary and say that I've been married for 10 years or I've been married for 13 years, people think it's been a walkover.
Yeah.
For me, it's when I say marriage is hard work, it's been really hard work because of my background, because of my childhood. Having been brought up by such a family, first of all, a wealthy people, women have money. Women work hard. They don't wait for men to work.
Yeah.
They are extremely independent. So, like I've said, if in any way they would feel uncomfortable with the relationships they would be in, first of all, our grandfather was very rich. They would get their things,
That is
go back home. Okay?
Independent women.
I saw that coming into my marriage. Because also me, like I've said, in the first 7 years, I would even say the first 10 years. I'm not ashamed to say that I've struggled. I've struggled with that mentality of independence where you feel like I can do this on my own.
And it is the reason why, Beatrice, most of like marriages break because of the independent mind.
Yeah.
We are not like us. You know,
Me, I'm like you, let me tell you, Beatrice. Me, if it was not these friendships that we make, me, by the way, I could tell my husband, I'm like, honey, I can live, like, even a commitment. I was not even remembering the commitment. I can live, because even without you, I can live.
Yeah.
I can't fail to go and work and survive. I can even survive without you, which is very bad.
Yes,
mentality.
Which is very bad. Like the feeling of, I can do without you. Because back home, I survived on my own.
Yeah.
As I could maybe say, go to the church administrator and tell him, you know, Pastor Chichi, I need money to do this, and you'll be like, go and clean the church windows, and I give you money. Yeah. So I knew if you fail to give me this, I will go and get it myself. Even these things, by the way, it's the same thing, by the way, in marriage. You know how we can go in marriage and you're like, if my husband doesn't buy me a TV, or I want a TV, if you don't buy it, I will buy it myself.
Without his consent.
You go in marriage and you enter the house and you're like, everything in this house is mine. I bought it. You understand? I bought it like Tekulu Setezam Sanja. You understand? So you're like, now the man is going to talk how. It's my chair, man. I bought my chair.
Can you imagine?
Never to
Want a
telling
new
me.
phone, I'll buy it.
If I new phone is not buying, I'll buy it myself. There's no, you're not giving the man
His place.
his place.
That is why we are totally different. Now for us from the other background, everything was for my dad. Somehow, somewhere.
Yeah, me too.
Which is not the case with you.
In that too much independence is the reason you see that marriages are failing. What other fellow women do not know is that ourselves, we've had things that we've had to sacrifice in order for our marriages to make 13 years, to make 12 years. One of the things I've had to sacrifice is the independence. That too much independence. Despite the fact that I saw it, Beatrice, I can buy myself an iPhone.
I know.
Beatrice, I can buy myself anything I want. Okay?
And also, don't get us wrong. We're not saying being independent is bad. It is not. But at what extent?
At what extent?
Yes. Actually, that's the question.
At what extent?
At the cost of your marriage?
Cost of your mind. When your husband is grumbling because you have money and you know I can buy the iPhone. So you buy your iPhone.
Yeah.
You are the yes.
Yeah.
And this, like I've said, you know, like we are talking about navigating childhood. It crippled or it entered us when we were growing up, and then you don't know until you're in your marriage, because when the guy is dating you, he might not have a clue that he's taking a person who is extremely independent.
Yes.
It's after the storms of marriage
from a
come,
rich
an
background.
argument comes, and you feel like I cannot stand this man anymore. I can do my life alone. I grew up with a single mom.
Yeah.
I grew up with a single mom. And she gave birth to 4 children. I saw her sell charcoal, I saw her sell banana leaves, I saw her sell mandazi to make me the woman I am today. So to me it wasn't new.
It is not a biggie to start.
No. Even if you see, like there are days when I'll be like, but I think we need a break. I'll be like, yeah, we need a break.
Yes. For us it was okay because we're independent enough. Like even if I go back to my judge's place, I am back. I'll go back and settle.
Yeah.
and I'll be fine.
We'll start.
And that's also, by the way, something has crossed my mind. I think is this why men don't want to marry independent women?
Yeah.
Because because they think this woman will go.
Sabotage.
Yeah, you cannot be
So
submissive.
independence, yes. So independence needs to be somewhere. It has to be cut off somewhere in marriage. It has to be regulated. Independence is good, but regulated.
Yeah, you need to control yourself. Yeah, like when you're going into marriage, you don't go to wholesale, what they call wholesale, yeah? That a man independent person. You need to go with the mentality that is actually changed. Now, like Christian women, we were called to be submissive. So however much you have that element, yeah, it might be your character. Some women are really aggressive. Some women, yeah, they are strong-willed. They can do things. You know, like you can get a flat tire and you can call a man to help. But have you ever been on the street and then you see a woman remove his own tire? They remove their own tires. Yeah? So such a woman, sometimes it's really hard, yeah, for them to adjust. But you have to
call somebody's son.
You have to tune your mind, yeah, to submission as you're going into marriage.
And which makes us like forget that this one is the head of the family.
Yeah.
He's the head, he's the priesthood. So Beatrice, that element was really
a struggle. Karen, it was a struggle.
You deserve a gift. You too.
It was a struggle.
You too. I love.
Yeah, it was a struggle for me, and it took me, you know, that even right now I'm still learning. Where I'm like, early on in marriage, I would find myself when I've already done stuff. They told us before doing things you have to inform our husband. Then the things you're informing about, yeah, and I would always be this person who comes. I'm not coming to request you. I'm coming to tell you there's something I'm doing or there's something.
Yeah. Actually, these things, we are totally different.
Yes.
And then for us, you'd find ourselves, you cannot do something without informing him. And then even sometimes he can tell you, man, make your own decision. You have to tell me. But because we grew up like, mommy, daddy, yeah, you know you're supposed to tell an elder, yeah? And then you look at your husband as the elder, as the priesthood of the home. So you're supposed to tell them.
To add on, Sandra, like my husband, I'm just learning to be a little bit independent. That's why we share these stories. Me, I'm just learning. Like, I cannot be there, just get out of the house. Say, I'm going. Go. Sometimes I feel about even weighing him, but I'm just learning. So we are all learning. So we are learning from Beatrice. I'm learning from Barbara. I am learning like to fix a tire, to go for service alone, my car, to go to city oil alone. I am just learning these things. But we are taking you through so that we
are learning together.
Yeah, and also to let people know that there is what we call the grace of God in marriage. The grace of God is sufficient. God teaches us everything. When I learned that, like I've said, my marriage was a struggle because of my upbringing. And like it would really be like the man would really see like you're strong-hearted. You know, there's this one time where we had a fight about something, and it was really early on. I was like 5 months pregnant, and he was testing me. You know how you test someone and you're testing the wrong person. Like, I think we need a break. Yeah, we need a break. Immediately stood up, got my bag, packed my bags. He stood on the way. Where are you going? I'm going to my mother's place. I was joking. I just wanted to see what you're doing. No, you are not. And for me, I took it that he really meant it. And I told him, move. I'm passing, and I really made it, and I went. And that has unfolded. These things we are sharing, and we're being vulnerable to help you know that even when you are an early on person in marriage and you're struggling with such independence, God can mold you.
It is grace.
Yeah, it is grace. God can mold you up. He picked me, man. He picked me, but after showing him that I can go.
And by the way, for us independent people, we want to show that man, even that we can do it. You know, that you're like, let me go. Let me show this man that I can go.
I can, because I can even do without my mom.
Yeah.
But reaching home, did I even tell my mom that I'm here? I was at school, so I told my mom I'm here because we are going to do exams. So this is a bit near to university. it's for nothing. For you to be extremely independent, it's for nothing.
It's
It
for
doesn't
nothing,
cost anything
yeah.
for you to submit to your husband and to be a little more softer.
You
Yeah,
deserve
you need to be a little bit softer in
Yeah.
marriage. As a woman, I think it's
Yeah,
God
it's a-
created even. It's
But also,
nature.
yes, we went through this. Our childhood taught us this. It doesn't mean that if you're from a broken family, you can't get married. It doesn't mean that if you're from a family that you don't have any married figure that you
want-
cannot.
yeah.
Generally, it is what grace.
Yeah, the grace of
It is
God.
grace.
Yeah, all of God's grace picks you, and
Yes.
then it positions you, even it gives you for the grace for the new season.
And the fact that yes, the grace, but you will also you pick up yourself, learn your mistakes, learn the things that you feel yes there is a gap. Kindly try hard to learn from them. Try hard to learn from them, even as you're growing up before even getting married. There are those things I'm still struggling with this and this and this. By the time the grace picks you up, you're already on the journey.
Yes.
So
So we need to have a mindset that is adjustable. You need to adjust. To don't be like, okay, me, I'm this, I cannot change. No one can make me change. No one can make me.
Change that.
No, you need to welcome change in your life if you're going to make it into marriage. Okay. So yeah, if you're going to get married to someone's son, really, you have to be able to change your mind because you need to be compatible to each other.
Wow. Thank you so much for viewing us and for watching us. Hope you've liked this episode. You've picked one or two things. I know you're there, you're a single woman, you're extremely independent, your things, your life. But if you are in the line of getting married, try as much as possible to work on that before you reach there so that you don't suffer the way we suffered.
Yeah.
And for those of us who are already married and you're struggling with too much independence or with other things that you came with,
Yeah.
so try to loosen up, pray to
little
God.
bit.
Yeah, He gives the grace. So this is Wives Rising. Marriage is not a straight line,
but every day
We strive to make it straight.
See you in the next one. Self-esteem.
Wow.
Small girl, but you do not tell me anything about my size.
Even in society, I wouldn't try to pretend to be what I'm not.
Yes.
I would make sure everyone knows that poor woman
Exactly.
is my mom.
If you want to come here,
That contentment to know that I'm called for more. I'm called for something greater.
God, Beatrice, you